Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Meanwhile, Willis' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action with Willis. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Willis now off of play action. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards, as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big gain. Brady going to throw. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, this is Moss. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. How about this? They'll try the option left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defense in front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Here's Hardman to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Willis. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty plain and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they take a knee. So we're at halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Got1, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Come on. Off the play fake, here's Willis. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. Open man downfield is Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Now we give to Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Moss on the give up the middle. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action, Willis. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Willis now off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now this throw caught left side. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here. Back now in Miami. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And some room to work. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now Brady. Thomas has got it. Complete. Find it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 25 yards. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Brady. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st down, Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 23-yard run. And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Now he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
That throw by Brady incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Brady, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there on the catch and run, 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Brady.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bills. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the thing. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
It's a big play there for Miami. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bills ready to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Brady now on 1st down.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Brady's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Brady.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! Logan Thomas.
35 yards.
And the Bills are able to at least get one score back.
Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away.
From the 10.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And
oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Foster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how.
There he goes, left side. It's a big play there for Miami. 72 yards on the ground. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And the Bills are going to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score